What's really real? This your boy Conscious Lee bringing you another episode of Street Academics. This episode is about the presidential election, aka the black vote, aka your vote even count anyway.
Don't shoot me down, Mr. Officer, please. Right now I'm on my knees and I fear for my life. Bang, 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 bang was all I heard from the pistol. Why they wanna take my life from me?
Now we're nearing the end of an explosive election where two of the most very unpopular and divisive candidates of our time will soon be leader of the free world. Now many black folks are in agreement that we don't feel Trump at all, but Hillary Clinton's comments about black kids being super predators in the crime bill is hella suspect too, so we like shit, I don't know about voting all together, you feel me? Some black people argue that we need to hold our right to vote in great privilege in regard to our hearts because there were lives that was fought, and people that marched and rallied and that died for us to do so, and feeling like choosing not to vote would be a spit in those ancestors' faces who were denied their ability to participate in the process. And these the same black people that let it be known that if you don't vote, you can't complain or be mad if Donald Trump gets elected or makes shit worse because, hey, you ain't vote anyway. You know what I'm saying? And other black folks like, nah, we good. They watch the presidential election and Trump or Hillary gives a damn about mass incarceration or police brutality or black people. They just care about the black vote. So I don't care about them candidates anyway. These are the black folks arguing that casting a ballot only further legitimizes an illegitimate government that's structured in anti-blackness and white supremacy. These black folks let it be known also that crooked Hillary not holding their vote hostage because of the boogeyman Trump. Now both sides offer legitimate criticism of the other, but who's right? The answer is the ballot or the bullet. In the Battle of the Bullet speech in April 1964, Malcolm X argued,
"We must understand the politics of our community, and we must know what politics is supposed to produce. We must know what part politics play in our lives. And until we become politically mature, we will always be misled, led astray, or deceived or maneuvered into supporting someone politically who doesn't have the good of our community at heart."
As explained by Malcolm X, the ballot or the bullet represents not an opposing strategies, but an ultimatum. He said it'll be the ballot or it'll be the bullet. It'll be liberty or it'll be death. And if you're not ready to pay that price, then don't use the word freedom in your vocabulary. This should not be a conversation of divisiveness, but a conversation to develop organization and understanding. Should we vote? Yes, if you have a plan. If Malcolm X and Donald Trump didn't agree on anything, it was this criticism. They take the black vote and they say, see you again in 4 years. Malcolm X also criticized the way black people blindly throw away their votes to Democrats, keeping them in office. Malcolm X said, the Negro vote is key factor. And despite the fact that you are put in the position of this determining factor, what do you get out of it? Good question. Instead of preaching of how we should be voting just because our ancestors fought for our right to vote, you should be articulating voting strategies and outlining what's to be lost and what's to be gained by electing or advocating to elect particular candidates that first represent our communities and understand our community. It should also be noted that local politics has just as much, if not more influence on the day-to-day realities than the presidential election. You know what's happening at City Hall is just as important about what's happening at the White House. If you care about voting, show people how it can work. Outline your strategy. Chill with the guilt tripping. And if you don't want to vote because you don't believe in the system, then don't. That's cool too, for real. But it don't make you a revolutionary. I repeat, it do not make you a revolutionary. And in fact, hashtag not voting does not make you a revolutionary. Not voting is an inaction. And if you really about that revolutionary life, it's important to note that the bullet in the ballot or the bullet represents the willingness to go to any extreme to bring about the social, political, and economic freedom of your people in the event that we are denied access to a free and fair election. You already feel that way anyway. Your argument is that we are already going through free and unfair elections. So what you doing? You may not believe in the political system or the overall effectiveness of voting. Ballots are still a tool used by white people and elites to legitimize the power that they already naturally claim. So revolutionary action is always about disturbing the comfort they have depending on the system. Real talk though, let's think about it. If ballots wasn't at least kinda important, why y'all think they fight so hard and had fought so hard to keep us away from them? You know what I'm saying? They fear black people organizing. The worst thing possible is for us to mess around and use the system against them. Now don't get it twisted. This is not a call for all niggas, African Americans, Negroes, and black folks alike to up and run to your nearest polling place to cast your ballot. This is more of a call for us to have a consciousness and an awareness and accounting for how election periods can be used to gain black people freedom. Now the ballot or the bullet is not a forced choice. It is a call to strategically plan for your freedom. There is no doubt at all that the people in power already hold the ballot close to them for some reason because it helps to sustain their power. The question is, what does the ballot mean to your freedom? You feel me? This is consciously bringing you another episode of Street Academics.
Don't shoot me down, Mr. Officer, please. Right now I'm on my knees and I fear for my life. Bang, 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 bang was all I heard from the pistol. Why they wanna take my life from me?